Greetings everyone, and welcome to my coin collection. Today's coin is the second £5 coin in a series released in 2019 by the United Kingdom to celebrate the Tower of London. Down in the bottom left of the packaging, you might notice a crown that has been designed in such a way that the tower is a part of the crown. The focus of this coin is the Crown Jewels, a collection of royal ceremonial objects kept in the Tower of London, which include the regalia and vestments worn by British kings and queens at their coronations. As well as this brilliant uncirculated coin, there were also silver and gold coins produced featuring the same image. On the front of the packaging, the image is the Imperial Crown of India. In 1910, George V was crowned king in Great Britain, but wanted to travel to India as emperor there. Because the imperial state crown, along with much of the crown jewels, are not allowed to be taken out of Britain, this new crown was created for the king to wear at the great ceremonial court known as the Delhi Durbar. It weighs 920 grams or 2.03 pounds and is set with 6,170 diamonds, 9 emeralds, 4 rubies and 4 sapphires. It was worn on December 12, 1911, but has not been used since. On the 15th of August 1947, the Indian Empire was dissolved. There has been a permanent set of crown jewels since the time of Edward the Confessor. However, they were not always housed at the Tower of London. These holy relics were kept at Westminster Abbey, and another set of regalia was reserved for religious feasts and state openings of Parliament. Sometimes, however, they travelled with the monarch, and near the end of the reign of King John in 1216, he was travelling from the port of King's Lynn to Lincoln when, according to historical chronicles, a baggage cart sank in swamplands and treasures, including some of the crown jewels, were lost. It wasn't just accidents that caused the loss of items from the crown jewels. Monarchs often pledged various items of state regalia as collateral for loans throughout the Middle Ages. Edward II pawned his great crown in Flanders. 3 crowns and other jewels were held by the Bishop of London and the Earl of Arundel as security in the 1370s. 1 crown was handed over to the Corporation of London in exchange for a £4,000 loan in 1386, the equivalent to £3,150,220 today. Sometimes objects were temporarily released from pawn by mayors, knights, peers, bankers and other wealthy subjects for the king to use at state occasions, then returned after the ceremony. The biggest loss happened as a result of the civil wars that began in 1642 and ended with the execution of Charles I in 1649. After his death, the victorious parliamentarians ordered the destruction of the crown jewels, determined to remove all sacred symbols of monarchy. Some items were sold off, including precious stones which were prized out of the crowns and sold, while the gold frames were sent to the Tower Mint to be melted down and turned into coins stamped Commonwealth of England. Somewhat ironic now that the crown jewels which replaced them, beginning with the coronation of Charles II in 1660, are featured on these coins. Only 4 items remain from before the Civil War: 3 17th century swords and a coronation spoon from the 11th century. This was returned to Charles II by the man who bought it in the sell-off, who wished to get back into the new king's good books. The rest of the items on display in the Tower of London have been created since, with new items being crafted for each coronation to supplement the collection. Today, the British crown jewels are kept in the Jewel House, a vault in the Waterloo block, formerly a barracks, at the Tower of London. It was opened by Queen Elizabeth II in 1994 and refurbished in 2012. For the up to 20,000 daily visitors, there's a video showing the history of the crown jewels and explaining how they're used in the coronation ceremony. The jewels themselves are displayed in the order that they're used in the ceremony, and Handel's coronation anthems can be heard as you tour the exhibition. The obverse of the coin depicts the 5th portrait of Queen Elizabeth II facing right, wearing the royal diamond diadem crown that she wore for her coronation. Running continuously around the effigy is the monarch's legend and the date, Elizabeth II, DG, Reg, FD, £5, 2019, Translated from Latin, this is Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. In small letters below the head are the artist's initials JC for Jodie Clark. The reverse of the coin was designed by Glyn Davies and shows the crown of Mary of Modena, the oldest Queen's Consort's crown, on display at the Tower of London. The wife of the King of England and Ireland, James II, known as James VII in Scotland. The crown was made for her by the goldsmith Richard de Beauvoir in 1685. Down in the bottom right you can see the initials GD, and just above that a special Tower mint mark which is being used on all the coins in this series. The precious metal versions have a plain edge inscribed with "On into twilight within walls of stone." This is a line from Human Life by English poet Samuel Rogers, which was first published in 1819. The anonymous subject of Rogers' poem is cast as a traitor and imprisoned in the Tower of London. I hope you've enjoyed looking at this coin with me. If you have, please like the video and leave a comment down below. You might also consider subscribing to my channel so that you do not miss the upcoming coins in my collection.